Hey everybody, welcome to Lesson 12, Jazz Guitar of the Belltower. We're going to talk a little bit about playing Montunos, and I'm not going to talk in any great length about clave, which is the rhythmic DNA of Latin music, but I will say that it's something you can check out, and there are all kinds of books online or all kinds of explanations on YouTube that you can listen to and watch. But it's definitely something you need to familiarize yourself with if you're going to go out and actually play this music in a professional setting. But for today's purpose, I'm just going to help you work out some of the fingerings here for these Montunos, and I think it can be helpful. In this case, what we're going to do is talk a little bit about playing in the key of C, and if you can see, I do play with a pick. I often hide the pick in my hand like this so that I can play with my fingers, and primarily what I do is play rhythm guitar with my fingers, and then when it comes time to solo I take the pick out and solo with the pick. So for this example, again, I'm part of the rhythm section, so I have the pick hiding in my hand, and I'm going to use my thumb, index finger. Occasionally my middle finger creeps in there, but for the most part my finger picking is pretty lacking, so I'm doing most of the stuff with my thumb and my index finger. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the key of C, or we're going to take a C major chord and play a basic Sun Montuno on a C major chord, and it goes something like this. Okay, what's actually happening here is I'm playing C in octaves here. I have a C on the 5th string 3rd fret and a C on the 3rd string 5th fret. And again, like if you can see my right hand, I'm plucking with my thumb and my index finger. I use my pinky to hit the 3rd of the chord, which is the 2nd string at the 5th fret. And then my ring finger falls down to the 4th string, 5th fret. Index finger goes out to the 2nd fret, 3rd string. And then I'm back to the octaves again. So does that make sense again? So it's C, E, which is the 3rd of the chord, down to the 5th of the chord, G, out to the 6th of the chord, A. Okay? Okay, and if you've been watching these lessons all along, you know that I try to refrain from a lot of theoretical discussion. However, chord construction is something that you should know, and here's why. If you wanted to change this Montuno so that you could play a dominant 7 chord, then it's helpful to know what note to change in order to create the dominant 7 sound, right? So let's do that right now. If we're going to play C dominant 7, the notes that I would include are C, E, G, and instead of playing A out here, I'm going to play B flat, which is the flat 7, right? Or the 7th of C7. Again, don't worry about it if all these numbers don't make sense to you. The note is 3rd string, 3rd fret. Back a little bit so you can get both hands in the picture here. So again, occasionally we would need to ride on a minor chord, and in this case we'll make it a minor 7 chord. In order to do that and get the minor 7 sound, I'm still going to use C, which is the root of the chord. I'm going to use my second finger to play E flat. Okay, that note is the second string in the 4th fret, then down to the 5th of the chord, G, right? That's 4th string, 5th fret, and then the flatted 7th, which is 3rd string, 3rd fret. So C minor 7 sounds like this. Again, just as a last note, it's not a bad idea, actually it's a really good idea, to take those ideas and move them around the guitar. And I've found that certain positions are going to work and some are not. It's typically the positions that work, at least for me, are the positions where I can put my index finger on the root. So if I was going to move up to the 8th fret, it's the same notes. Or if I was going for something that might cut through the rhythm section a little bit more, then I might play at the 10th fret. Okay, so that's a little high for that C chord, but it might work, if you had kind of a vamp, let's say an A flat or something. I'm playing a dominant 7 chord there. Anyway, I would encourage you to work them out first down here where we talked about on C, and then see if you can move those C chords, C major, right? C dominant, C minor, around on the guitar, so that you have a couple of different positions that you can play them in. Once again, if you have any questions about this lesson or any of the other lessons, or have any suggestions about future lessons, let me know. You can contact me at www.belltowertrio.com. I'd like to hear from you. Otherwise, good luck, and we'll see you again at the next lesson. Thanks.